So in 2025 the Supercar series will implement their own playoff system, and I may be an odd one out or contradict myself from the past, but I like it. Yes, that's right, I like a playoff system. Let me explain. When it was first announced I was the same as most, not liking it and thinking the championship is ruined, but after looking into it more and more time passing, I found myself to quite like it. They've somehow made a playoff system work and they're doing it to make sure there's still a winner that isn't on luck or an undeserving fluke. So how does it work? Well, the season as a whole is split up into 3 parts: the Sprint Cup, Enduro Cup and the Finals. So we begin with the first 8 rounds, aka the Sprint Cup. 25 races make up these 8 rounds, featuring tracks such as Sydney, Melbourne and Perth, just to name a few. There's nothing much to add here really. It's basically an 8 round 25 race championship. The part that changes is what happens at the end. The top point scorer will win the Sprint Cup and give them automatic entry to the finals. See NASCAR, not one race winning you're in, you have to earn it after 25 races. So here is the part that's different to NASCAR. If you win one race in NASCAR, no matter if you are 18th in points or 5th, you will enter the playoffs, whereas in Supercars you have to be the top point scorer over 25 races. So it's highly unlikely, in fact impossible, you get an undeserved drive into the finals. Consistency is rewarded. The second part of the season is the Enduro Cup. 2 rounds, 2 races, and arguably the 2 biggest of the season. Well, one in particular is the biggest. The Bend 500 and the Bathurst 1000. Similar to the Sprint Cup, the driver with the most points after these 2 rounds will gain automatic entry to the finals. So we have 2 drivers in the finals. Who else joins them? Well, drivers whose season tally points places them inside the top 10 of the overall championship standings after the second stage will advance to the finals. But if the Sprint and Enduro Cup winners are inside the overall top 10, then only 8 drivers will advance. So once again, consistency is rewarded. No lucky win from 18th to make the championship Harrison Burton style. So we come to the most important part of the season, the finals. 3 rounds, 7 races, Gold Coast, Sandown and Adelaide. This is where the elimination style comes in. All 10 finalists have their points reset to 3,000. Why 3,000? I don't know, but additional bonus points will be added based on performance in the regular season, similar to the playoff points if you will. This is where the win you're in system comes in. If you win a race at the Gold Coast, you will still be in the playoffs at the Sandown event. After the Gold Coast round, the bottom 3 drivers in points get eliminated, and the hopes for a championship will have to wait for another year. Next is the Sandown event, and the remaining drivers will have their points reset to 4,000. Why 4,000? Again, I don't know. Same as the previous round, if you win a race at Sandown, you'll advance to the final round. Bonus points will be awarded at the end as the same before. The bottom 3 will be eliminated from the finals. On to the decider. Points reset to 5,000. You know the score, I don't know why it's 5,000. Bonus points will be applied based on previous results. The champion will be decided across 3 races. A 100km race on a Friday, a 250km race on Saturday, and the final 250km race on Sunday. The highest point scorer at the end of the weekend will be the Supercars champion. Throughout the finals, points will reset between each round. Ensuring that every race is critical for the championship contenders. The new format will also ensure that all non-championship drivers have something to fight for, competing in individual victories, while the top drivers compete for the championship. Will we have a situation where the highest point scorer throughout the whole year does win the championship? Maybe, but is it less likely than NASCAR? Definitely. This is such a huge improvement on any playoff format we currently see. Is it better than the current system? No, but it could be a lot worse.